What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Turn Order the Seventh Eon. How's it going, Mav Raiders? Jesus, that's a lot of Mav. How's it going? How's it going?
You ever really have too much Mav, though?
Exactly. You definitely can't have enough Mav. Welcome. Pleasure to have you guys coming in. You came in just at a good time. Coming right back from a break.
I was just about to start reading some Dano erotica during the break.
There's not even a joke. He actually was.
These are things that happen. Yes. Welcome back. We're doing some D&D 5th edition here in a homebrew campaign setting. Welcome back. So, the group has, more specifically, one of the members of the group here has just had a kind of difficult experience. Ori has just met up with someone from her past, and it's not a pleasant person from her past, for sure. Yeah, things haven't been going well for Ori. The hunter, someone that hunted down escaped slaves and did some dirty work for the slave's master in one of the underdark places in this homebrew setting of Talanis, specifically in the area of Gunnelbar, where Ori is from, and told her that she secretly needed to reclaim a red mask, a blood red mask with the face of a raven. And she was to keep this from her friends, or they would suffer the consequences of her actions. So Ori's been keeping things pretty tight to the chest as the rest of the group go to the Pinnacle Tower here in Kha'Zix to meet up with Kelvin Ironbrew, as he's been doing some research. Kelvin, I would like you to tell me what you've been looking for while this has been going on, specifically.
Yeah, so I'd been looking at the history of Kha'Zix, looking at some religions, and the history of the Mask Festival last time round, and also try to look into the significance of Jade and the Jade Road and stuff. Since that didn't work out great, or the latter half of it didn't work out great, I would have went in to like the old maps section and pulled a few out and tried to spot anything that's significant or linked to any of the other information that I picked up.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
Okie dokie. Check, do I have inspiration? Nope. 15.
Okay. So you look into some historical maps of Zahuras, and basically what you find is that Zahuras wasn't specifically known as Zahuras forever, obviously, right? Like, it has its own history, and the area that is now known as Zahuras used to be basically like a bunch of different sort of like city-states, and they were they were sort of all set up in a way that they were very competitive with each other, and the rulers of these city-states each controlled a mask. And I know what you're thinking. You're looking up maps. Why does that have to do with the masks? Well, on these historical maps, you can see that basically they're kind of like they're named based on the mask. And you can see that there are 5 different masks, and that the city-states are now where the cities are for Kazakhs, Mukjai, Nukul, Malin, and Tansun, the major cities in Zahuraz. Kazakhs was controlled by the owner of the Jade Monkey. Mukjai was ruled by the Blood Raven. Nukul was ruled by the Sapphire Jackal. Malin was controlled by the Diamond Jaguar. And the last of the masks, where Tangsung is now, was controlled by the Obsidian Phoenix.
I'm so glad I don't have to write this shit down.
I'm supposed to write it down?
That would be smart.
Bro!
I mean, judging by the time Wack gave you to process it, yes,
Wait,
probably
wait,
quite important.
You can usually
Like,
get
you
that
get
as an
my pen and paper. I should actually use my book again. I did type it out, but let me write it down as well.
The
Right, so
blood.
it was Jade Monkey, Blood Raven, Sapphire. Did you say Jackal?
Yes.
Diamond Jaguar, Obsidian. Yeah, I got
Yes.
those two.
The Blood Raven one? It was from Mukjai?
Mukjai.
Mukjai.
But you don't know that. Kelvin knows that. What
No,
are you
I
writing
know,
down?
I
Don't
just-
write anything down.
You
You can't write it down.
I wanted to write it down. I don't know it, but I want it.
Oh, I really wanted to write that down.
I,
Oh,
I did. I really wanted to. Don't hate me for it. It's a note for me, not for my character. Okay?
So yeah, Kelvin, you basically find these kind of different ruins that are sort of like nearby these different cities that exist now, that are kind of like leftover remnants of these city-states.
Yeah. I'll definitely take a note of where those are as well. Hoi, 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 it's a mess. I'm definitely not happy reading this stuff.
Hmm.
But I scribble down the notes anyway. Oh, I'll take a look around just to see if anybody else has shown up yet. And then tidy a few piles.
You've
of
been in like
things.
your own little world, just like gathering all this information.
I've
It's
got
like-
little piles of parchment and books all around me.
There's been like people screaming in the streets and like like doo doo doo.
Explosion, alien invasions.
How do you spell raven? R-A.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you're there by yourself. I'd say they were probably gone for like an hour or so.
Yeah.
Calvin!
I flinch a little, and I just grab some books, and now I'm going through like looking for some mentions of other stuff like Blood Raven and Raven, Jackals, Jaguars, and Phoenix, and just looking for any significant mention of those and other like history books and stuff. Just trying to use the information I've got to expand and see if I can find out more.
So the group starts to like clomp up the stairs as you start like pouring through more information. Led by Drab.
Well, you see, Ignia, He's probably a bit deaf from all the explosions when he's making breakfast, so you gotta shout his name really loud, alright?
I
Go on,
just
girl.
walk up to him.
It's a library, Drab.
Calvin!
Calvin! Oh, he's right.
Please
Sorry.
don't shout.
Why the hell are you still here?
Well, first of all, it's Braben. Or you can call
No,
me
it's
Mr.
a library.
No, I'm Braben, or you can call me Mr. Bronzebeard, whatever you prefer when
What?
we're here.
Oh!
What happened
Remember.
to him?
Mr. Braben. Shield.
Yeah,
Orange.
I'll do.
Face shield.
Well, I was studying, of course, like we said we were gonna. I don't know why you went off to Gallivant, but let me just show you what I've got here.
We weren't exactly gallivanting, mate.
Right, we'll get to what you were exactly doing in
Or
a
he
minute.
got
but
abducted
look-
by a bloody monster.
Right,
An
great.
actual
Let me just.
monster.
Right, that's fantastic. Let me just show you.
No,
what I've
it's
got
bad. What?
Here. All right, fine, it's bad. Let me just show you what I've got here. Okay.
Let's look at your books. They're not like the other books, are they?
Here you go. Look,
Do I
this
see
map here.
any illustrations of naked women?
0.
Okay.
Just the
Broadening
one,
your appeal, I
just
get
the
it.
one Calvin made, like on his notes. No, in the actual book, like just like a stick figure with boobs.
And fiery hair.
Yeah.
It's Captain Aaron.
There's a point to go. Look, there's not just the jade monkey mask. There's a blood raven mask and
As he says that, I'm just, ooh, I don't know. Maybe I'm holding a book and I just dropped the book for effect.
Ori? Are you okay?
Yeah,
You sure?
my hands are just a little bit shaky. It's fine.
oh right, you're dying. I mean,
Time
What?
for a drink.
do you remember those 3 words I told you?
I don't actually.
Do you remember them, Ori?
Give me a history check, Ori.
I really don't remember.
I know.
No,
I'm
I have no idea.
You just look at him with like an eyebrow raised, like what?
No.
Do you remember me telling you to remember these 3 words, and it's very important?
I shake my head and go to pick up the book.
Look at Drab Darb. Oh, let me see if I can refresh your memory. Inkpot was one of them.
Oh. Sailboat
Right?
pot
Yeah.
and
Fine. One's good enough. It's been, an hour or 2.
Calvin, I will remind you, she'd been chased down the street by an actual, real-life bloody monster.
Well, you didn't have to go chase her, Bellman.
So what? We had to leave her alone?
Oh, so Belmore's not the monster. But anyway, look, there's other masks here. and I
No,
was just
Belmore
about
would
to-
never be the monster. No. Why would
Calvin,
you
do
say
you remember
that?
them 3 words we told you about
He's
telling
trying.
jokes?
He's trying to make a joke, Ori. It's not funny, Kelvin.
What are the 3 rules I taught you, Calvin, about jokes?
Go fuck yourself.
Inkpot, sailboat, magical. No,
Right,
shit,
no.
that's what I told Ori to remember.
Yeah.
Ori, don't...
So let's not discuss who forgets words when you can't even remember how to tell a bloody joke. Even though, for 3 hours, I taught you how to say that one joke.
Right.
Anyways, what about those masks?
Yeah,
But the
there's
blind
more
man-
masks, and they're old as well. That's the problem. Because...
Walked into a bar.
These could be
It's
tied
weird.
to...
Let's just leave the jokes, okay? What about these masks?
Well, they're old. They're really old, and they could be tied to really old magic, and there's, like, different ruins near the... Because Zahuras used to be lots of little bits, and then it all became one, and then...
That doesn't say anything.
It doesn't make me any more comfortable knowing that there's more masks, because... Well, that's not pretty for Zahuras.
There's more of the monkey masks.
No, there's a monkey mask. Then there's the blood raven.
So where is the monkey mask exactly? Where's the jade mask?
The monkey is the jade mask.
But where is it? Where is it from?
It's from here. Well, what used to be here.
And the
in
other
Kazakhs.
ones?
What used to be here?
Well, a little city-state type thing, I think,
And they made.
according to these maps.
They make the other masks.
Well, I think the other cities made the other masks. The other
Can we
made
just
this here.
look at the book?
Well,
So all the
there's-
cities have their own masks,
Yeah.
but they're magic masks.
At least this one, probably the other ones, if it's all like that.
What's this
What?
blood raven mask? That doesn't sound very good.
Well, I don't think a sapphire jackal or a diamond jaguar is particularly pleasant sounding either.
Yeah, but blood raven.
Well, it probably means a
Can you
blood
stop
ruby,
saying
you
that?
know?
What? What's wrong, Ori? What's wrong with the blood raven?
The blood raven.
I want to go up and I want to look at the book.
It's like a map scroll. It's something that's kind of weighted down by books at the other side. No, it's just up here. Mook Jai. Up there, up that way.
What does Mukyai mean?
Toast? I don't know. Something. Probably.
This is not a joke. Please, for once.
You do right there. You seemed a bit on edge, Ori.
You see her kind of clench her jaw.
Right, you seem really tense and on edge.
Of course she's tense and on edge. She was chased by a horrible creature. Almost
Yeah,
killed
but-
her.
But every time somebody says Blood Raven, she drops a book or
Can
Something.
I just have the book,
I mean, now she's
please?
interrupting when I'm saying Blood Raven.
Well,
Blood
let's
raven.
just not say blood raven for the time being.
Can you just
Blood raven.
stop?
No,
Kelvin.
sorry, didn't mean to upset you. But no, probably doesn't mean actual blood. Probably just means a really red. Ruby.
She's just gonna leave. It's too much.
There's no way.
Alright,
me
please.
or-
No, I'm like running out.
Well, like leaving, like the vicinity, like not leaving, but you know,
Oh,
like walking.
Yeah, I
another part
follow.
of the room.
No, Ori, just climb up here and one of this chair.
This
and
is
have
a
look at the
library, right?
table.
Can we? Oi, can we take these books away if we give you?
He's downstairs. He probably can't hear you, Drab.
And
Oh, wait,
Drab is like
okay.
leaning over the railing, like
Yeah.
yelling down into the fucking like lobby.
Are we allowed to borrow these books, mate?
It is a library, sir. I expect you to remain calm and composed and stop yelling.
I'm on the second book. I'll go downstairs and talk to him. Got it? Right. Okay. Right. Sorry. These library.
It is a library.
So we can take the books out if we give you identification or
No.
money.
The Pinnacle Tower Library only allows the books to remain inside. We do not loan them out. You may write down whatever information you require while you are here, but you cannot take the books from the library.
Do you have like a copy machine or anything?
A what?
You put the book in,
A
flashes a
printmaker?
bit. you
We
get
don't
a
have
set
any
book-
printmakers here.
Right. Oh, right. You can't use magic. Kelvin!
Just
go
take
back
a picture
upstairs.
with your iPhone.
Kelvin, you want to write down all the important bits and we can look over it later.
Oh, who's that? I wonder where he is.
Right! Fell face yellow man.
You're terrible.
Can you think of a more easier name to remember?
Who had his Braben Bronzebeard?
Braben Bronzebeard? It sounds like the start of a really dirty limerick.
Well, I had to make it up on the spot, right? I didn't really have
Well,
one
stick
prepared.
to Jeff or David.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
There we go. How hard was that?
No, I don't know where that came from. Right, look, I need to look through these books again, but this time see if I can spot the other animals. Now I know that what I'm looking for. It's easier to find if you know you're looking for it. You know.
You want
So
some
just
help?
Well, aye. If you can read.
Can I help in some way to
Can you read?
give him... Can I read? Yes, I can read. I'm a bard.
I wasn't able to guess. That's the only reason. Okay. So,
Yeah.
sure. So, if you're gonna try to continue taking a look through this stuff to see if you can find any other references, is anybody else kind of like helping?
Yeah.
You're here, why not chip in? Take a book each, and if you see
Okay.
monkey...
So what I'd
Go
like
through.
mechanically here is Kelvin's gonna roll an investigation check with advantage, since you guys are helping him.
Advantage, investigation... 25.
Okay. You actually have a really, really hard time finding any other information about this stuff. In fact, the only thing you find is a sort of like a small piece of information, just like a paragraph or so long. Once you sort of reread the information about the Carnival of Masks and its history, you see just like a small mention of Morang and how Morang used to be the old ruler of basically the land of the Jade Monkey. And it's probably got like a translation there too. Like it's probably like a, like Jade Monkey is actually like translated to some other like word that you can't even pronounce. Like an old language. But yeah, it's just a reference to Morang's death and the founding of Kazakhs and the celebration of the Carnival of Masks.
Silence?
Hey, do you ever get that feeling where it's like someone's just tried to hide stuff?
You mean in the book, or?
I think with the way they reacted when we mentioned the mask and the ruins, I think both in books that we are allowed to access, as well as free-flowing information in the city, they're killing anything that mentions the mask, the ruins, Morang. I mean, look at all these books, like gesture to like the piles of books. And this is all the mention I've got.
So you think they have more books in the...
Well, we know they do up in the restricted section, but, well, it's restricted, so...
Restricted to who?
people with permission, I guess.
I've got permission. I'm Drab. I've always got permission.
Well, I don't know if that'll be good enough this time, Drab. You know, it's the incompetents themselves that were.
Let me have a word
trying
with
to
our
stop
little
this
friendly
information.
library man. Library. There should be a word for someone who runs a library.
Yeah, like librarian or something.
That's a good one, yeah.
I'll take full credit. Put me in your novel. Or your
Yeah.
autobiography.
Don't write
or whatever.
books.
Well, in your story, at least.
What was his name again? Braben?
No, that's me.
Right, of course.
I don't think you found out the librarian's name.
I'm gonna go down and see the librarian.
Okay. You walk down again. He sighs.
Yes.
My good fellow, got a bit of a wager on with my friend Braben.
A wager?
Yes. He reckons that he's seen one of the books he's got. He reckons he's seen another one, but it was written by another guy. Now I need to look through more of your books, and we pretty much looked through everything we have. You got any more books?
I don't understand. What do you mean more books? It's a library. There are books everywhere.
I mean, all the ones that are relevant. We've looked through them all.
That's unfortunate.
Have you got any more books?
No.
Anywhere?
I mean, I'm sure that there are more books in this building, but as far as the library is concerned, no. You have access to the whole library.
These are all the books you got.
Is it not enough?
And as he like motions up, there's like 8 floors of books.
Look.
We have one of the largest libraries in the world.
And it's magnificent, but where'd you keep all the good stuff? Or all the good books, you know?
He like leans in conspiratorially to you, furrows his brow.
Good stuff?
Yeah. You know, some of the books you don't give to the riffraff, because they wouldn't understand
I
it.
think I know what you mean.
Ah!
Yes.
What he's getting.
You're looking for the erotic section.
But
That is up on
No,
floor 8. In the back. Way
I
in
would
the
not
back.
be...
In the corner.
I would not be interested in the erotic section on the 8th floor whatsoever.
There's a curtain there if you need some privacy.
Oh my god.
That's a special library.
Right. And that's all your books.
But yes. What do you expect?
Well, you know, some of the riffraff, they're not privy to all the knowledge.
Well, no one's privy to all knowledge. They'd be omnipotent.
But able to get their hands on certain books. They might inspire the wrong feelings in the wrong people. I'm not talking about your erotic section. Book section, not your erotic. Dear God.
I don't think I follow.
All these books in this room we've got access to. House, library. There's no section with hidden books or anything like that.
The library is open to all. All you require is placing your name down in the ledger. There is no hidden book section.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna go upstairs. Not to floor 8. Not to floor 8. Where all the erotic books are, not there. I'm gonna go upstairs.
To fluorite. We're all
Definitely no restricted books in here, Brayburn.
Oh. Thought they did have. Did he not have? I thought they did have.
No, there's a restricted section of the tower where other things happen. The bottom of the tower is devoted to a library. The upper portions of the tower are devoted to other things.
Okay.
Perhaps they're the magistratus.
Well, they weren't too happy last time we mentioned about this whole stuff, but
Should probably go to the ruins, though, right?
we were told definitely not to go to the ruins, but we have to do something.
That means we're definitely gonna go to the ruins, though.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you say that if you weren't expecting someone to definitely go to the ruins? Makes no sense. He's a copper, I'm a copper. We all know what that means.
Yeah, well... This is not good. We've got less than a whole day to find the mask. Well, no, the mask's in secure lockup, right?
About that. I think it's been taken out. We know it's been taken out.
The Magistratus building was, well, it was attacked.
Right.
Or something broke out or broke in.
But the mask is gone.
Okay.
I bump
Then-
into a pile of books.
Then
Oh.
we... watch yourself there.
Mhm.
Books are valuable.
Valuable books.
So we definitely need to go to one of the incompetents and tell them that if we don't find the mask within a day, then the city will be struck by a plague that will drive everyone mad and eventually kill them. It'll spread across the Huras. Oh, and maybe further if we're... Well, it's probably just... Oh wait, well if this is the monkey mask, it's probably just going to be Kazakhs in the surrounding area. Right, let's find one of them. Who's your favourite? Is it?
Favorite.
Yeah, is it bright lights or water flow?
Always been one for the bright lights. Sorry, what choice am I making?
Which one of the incompetents we're going to see?
The incompetence.
Yeah.
Isn't that where you can't hold it in?
No, one of the fellas that think they're better than everyone else. You know, the dragon one and that elfy looking fella.
I think you mean the omnipotence.
Aye, the
Have they
incompetent.
moved
Oh, is
away
that where
from the
you-
books?
I'm sorry, what?
Have they moved away from the books?
So to be clear, there's not really specifically books that Kelvin was looking at.
Oh, it was like
it was kind of like a big map.
Yeah, the reading
yeah, like
stuff
some
on it.
some scrolls and stuff.
I want to sneak and look at it, but I want to be.
Sure, give me a
Sneaky.
stealth check.
I did tell you to come up on a chair and have a look.
But I don't want people to see.
Okay. What's your passive perception, Kelvin?
15.
Okay.
Oh,
So, Drab, I don't know what you're trying to be stealthy about, but Kelvin notices both of you trying to be stealthy.
I seem to be trying to ascend in floors.
Don't go upstairs, Drab. We need to. That's fine,
all
alright.
right. Okay. Yeah. You sure you got all the books that you need?
Well, I got enough information. Oh, these guys are gonna. They're gonna be angry at me for bringing this up. I've got that feeling. Everyone else getting that feeling.
Look, we need to find this mask to stop those blighters from wherever it was. They did
Genocide.
Oh,
Genocide.
genocide. Yeah, that's a lot nicer
Pretty
than
much
what I was
it's
going to
gonna
say.
be.
That is a strange phrase that I just used. I realise.
can I
Right.
read about the red blood mask?
So he has no information on it. The only thing that he was able to find was basically a map with these different
Oh.
city names on it. That sort of corresponded to what you guys were doing.
Can anyone
Right.
copy down that mask that Braben was looking at?
Well, I've got a note of what they're called, and I can
Yeah,
imagine
but a
what
map
they look
is
like.
useful for being a map.
Well, we know where the cities are. They're not exactly going to. I took a note of where the ruins and stuff are. Well,
Right,
they're not
okay.
ruins in the map, but they are now. I expect. I think they were maybe some kind of, maybe a place of worship or a place of power, or maybe I don't know. But there was something. But either way, we need to get to the incompetents and let them know that.
I think we don't need to bother them just yet.
What
Oh,
time
I
is
think
it?
we do.
It's the middle of the night.
Okay.
Well, not the middle of the night. I should say it's probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock, something like that.
I'm surprised the library's open that late.
The library is actually open all day, every day.
Ah,
Yeah.
24/7 service.
I wanna go up to Belmorn. Can we? Did we have a home here? Did we have somewhere to sleep? I don't remember.
You guys have not gone to an inn
No?
yet, no.
Okay.
You've been
okay,
sort of
yeah.
dealing with various issues and shit all day.
Look, what I suggest is now that Brayburn, stupid bloody, has got all the information we need, we should find somewhere to sleep, have some food, have some beer, and first thing in the morning, we go to the ruins.
Right. Well, let's not overdo it. Let's just get to an inn, get an early night, get up early,
Have some food and some beer.
but not too much beer. And I don't think we should go to the ruins first, because they might be looking for the mask, but I think they might need to get everyone looking for it.
Right,
Because
but if we go to the
bad.
ruins, we might be able to find clues.
Well, we can go to the ruins afterwards.
After what?
Can we just
After
go?
I tell that big dragon fella that.
I don't think you should tell him stuff about things he told you not to look about. Until it's absolutely bloody necessary.
Well, I don't remember.
I agree
what
with
he told me
Drab.
to look at. Of course you would.
He'll probably bloody eat you, Kel of Bermuda.
I don't. Well, if they don't know, and if we get lost in the way of the ruins, or it takes us a while to get there and get back, it might be too late, because by the time night falls, there's going to be a big bunch of angry white apes ready to unleash a plague that will kill everybody.
So you want to go now?
I want to go and make sure that the boss men are out looking properly, you know?
No. Stupid idea, Kelvin. A Brayburn Apple Smith.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Ignia and it's like, I want to go to bed. Look.
Yeah, I'm just kind of sick of their shit as well, so even I'm not even up for drinking at this point.
Do you think we should, let the omnipotents know, or
That we're going to the ruins.
no, that they really need to find the mask, or everybody in Kazakhs is going to die?
Do you
They're
think
already
they would
looking for it.
do
Yeah,
that?
but they know they might not say they found it, and they need to find it and then give it to us, so we can give it to the monkeys, so they can not kill everybody.
Kelvin, did you
That's not-
see that big old... Was he a captain?
In regards to whom?
The Dragonborn Lord Duke guy.
Oh, he's a member of the Omnipotence. He's the I guess the chief.
Chief.
Yeah,
you
he's the
see
chief
the
of
look on his
Maelstrom.
face when you brought up that stuff that he didn't want you to know.
Well, I find it a bit hard deciphering their faces, because
I think we shouldn't tell them anything about the mask so far because I think that will only difficult ourselves with that. If we're
You know
Well-
when Belmorn gets a bit smoky? That's bad. Generally, pretty bad.
it's just burnt up mucus, though. I test it.
Let's go have a drink. I think we all need one, and it's been a long day. I think if we just try to go off and figure everything out all at once, we're going to exhaust ourselves.
Okay,
Right.
right. Let's just get to the end, get a night's sleep. We can discuss it before we leave. Then.
No. We'll go get a drink and then we'll go to the ruin. Right? Everyone agreed?
No. We need rest.
No, after the rest. Got
Can we just
potatoes
go
in here.
already?
Or I've just thought your third option, we hop on a boat.
I'm gonna start walking towards the door. Like, it would walk
just-
out of the library slowly.
Yeah, Belmorn is totally keeping an eye on you the whole time. Like, he's not letting you out of his sight. And he starts to follow you, like, if you start to walk out.
Are you guys coming? Let's go.
I'm coming. Hear me out. Like, if we could just hop on a boat back to St. Helena.
Let's
and
go,
rebuild
Kelvin.
Buster. Fine.
I mean, Kelvin, Bray, Apple, Orange Man. That's basically allowing genocide to happen.
Aye, well, at least it's not happening to us, right?
No. If we allow genocide to happen to anyone else, I will cause genocide on... No, this threat is not... I didn't think... Right, Kelvin, I didn't think this threat through, to be honest. 100%.
Think about your options right now are looking like be part of the genocide or don't.
Attempt to stop the genocide or
And-
basically cause it to happen by not helping.
Right. And, well, to stop it, we need to get the mask. And the mask was in Kazakh's in a secure lockup. Surely they're following it, so we should talk to them and see if they've found any clues as to where it's went.
I don't think you should go and talk to the top brass about what our plans are with this thing they told us definitely not to look at.
Well, they told us to stop the, They told us to
We're walking to the pub while this conversation's going on.
to
Yeah, I was
find
about
the
to say.
artifact. They wanted us to solve the angry chimps and stuff and baboons, and that's
And that's what we're gonna do.
aye. So we might need them to know that it's gonna get worse than that.
Kevin, since
And
when
so
have you been so truthful?
Braben.
You've already
We're
like
not
walked
even in the
outside.
bloody
Yeah,
library.
you guys have already like walked outside. It was only one floor that you had to go
Yeah.
down.
You sure that
I mean,
trap wasn't coming from the 8th floor?
I tried.
He
but I
tried.
could not sneak away.
I mean, I'm just trying to do the job right, you know, and I think this is the best way to do it.
Right, we're not gonna tell him, but we can ask him a few questions.
Why are we not telling them though?
Because they specifically told us not to look into this.
Yeah, but we can just
And
tell
if
them.
they find out that we're looking into it, they might take steps to stop us from looking into it.
Well, we just tell them that we weren't looking into it, and it just happened to be in what we were looking into anyway.
And then they'd say it's not important.
But
What do you
they'll
find
say,
so odd about this to understand?
Oh, why do people have to be so awkward? Don't mean you, I mean them, because you're right. They will just try and shut it down. They're so stubborn.
I've got a feeling they know that this is some important stuff. But it's important for whatever reason they think it's important, and they don't want outsiders looking at it.
But I mean, do they honestly think they're not gonna die with everyone else?
They obviously don't know that
They
this
call
is going to cause a
themselves-
genocide.
They call themselves the Omnipresence, but they're just flesh and blood, you know. And it could be.
I think that
infected
probably
by
is
a
not
virus.
quite factual. See that guy over there? He's probably one of them. See him over there? Probably one of them.
What? I think
They're
you're
everywhere,
overthinking
aren't
this. No, they're not really. They just call themselves that so they
No.
can seem fancy.
I think we both understand that this is a police state.
Okay.
Right. So what could omnipresence mean if it wasn't referring to ghost schools magic?
Big Ponty arseholes who want to make everybody else think that they're lesser than them.
Or a police state that's everywhere?
Bit of a stretch.
I've got a book for you to read. It's called 1684. You'll love it.
Whatever.
So you guys walk up to the Ebb and Flow Tavern, which is located at number 6 on your map. right there. And you basically it seems like it's probably dying down now. Like most of the crowd is sort of leaving. And there's probably just like a wooden sign that's hanging on a post, jutting out from the building itself. It's most of these buildings are stone, and they have sort of like pointed roofs to them. They're mostly like cylindrical, and they have like a like a conical kind of roof. There's people that are just kind of like drunkenly stumbling out, and there's probably like a few prostitutes and stuff that are hanging about, a few ladies that look like they're trying to make some wages for the evening, a few gentlemen doing the same, and the atmosphere here is, I'd say it's pretty downcast tonight. Like it's generally kind of quiet. It seems like the career drunks are here, for the evening, and there's not a lot of activity otherwise, probably because of what's going on in the city. But it's not super populated tonight. There's just a few people that seem to be stumbling about. But you head inside. Again, the sort of like lobby areas has these open arches, so you can see like right into it. And then there's a door, like as you go in a bit, that leads you into the tavern itself. There's a barman there. It looks to be like a dwarf. A male dwarf with probably like very like thick straw-like beard. I'd say probably brown hair. Seems to be like cleaning up, turning over a few chairs and stuff for the night.
Hello there.
Can I see if there's someone like following us in, or like?
You want to just kind of keep an eye out?
Yeah.
Sure. I'd say just give me a perception check.
Okay.
So you're trying to keep an active eye all around you, but frankly, you're feeling, I'd say, pretty upset and just scatterbrained in general. So it's really hard for you to kind of keep track of everything. I feel like you're probably seeing things where you shouldn't see them.
Yeah.
More than anything. So you're kind of like overly sensitive. Like somebody will walk out of a building and you just kind of like jump.
Yeah, definitely. All right. I go inside.
You okay, Ori?
Yeah.
As I said before, if there's anything, please tell us. We'll protect you.
I just need some sleep, I think. Maybe.
Well, we'll get some sleep. We just need to make sure we have food in our bellies and drinks, making sure, we have to worry about our health, especially you, Ori. Want to make sure that you have plenty to eat and drink.
So, what were you talking about with a monster, by the way? Sorry, I kind of zoned that out earlier. Oh, no takers? Okay.
Well, frankly, Kelvin, it's a bit of a touchy subject for Ori. Maybe we can talk about it a little later.
Yeah. Probably best call me Braben when we're in here. So it's a...
Kelvin, do you want a pint?
Oh, for fuck's sake. It's probably just best giving up on it now, eh?
That might be a good idea.
Right. I head over to the bar. Next to Drab, and I spot the dwarf father behind the bar. Ah! I speak to him in Dwarvish. Ah, hello. Kimarahashiv.
Marahashiv.
So, Glaiva, top alive. Where are you? So where are you from?
I'm from Kazakhs, of course.
Oh, a dwarf born and raised in Kazakhs, eh?
I didn't say that. Said I'm from Kazakhs.
Oh, where were you born then? Or where's the family from? You, good old, baffled Veer? Or, you're up the other way?
It's kind of like cleaning the table, like looking at you.
What does it matter?
Oh, just wondering, that's all.
I live
Good
here
to
now.
know.
My past is my past.
Oh, I can appreciate that. Well,
What
let's
can I
go,
get you?
Around here, your finest. For my friends and I,
Probably want to get Ori half pint.
yeah, a half one for the little one. Your best dwarvish brew you've got.
I don't want anything.
Goat's milk for the little one, then.
He's speaking in Dwarvish.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna whisper that really quietly so no one can hear it.
No, go for a half pint for the little one.
Okay. You want, well, we're out of sausage. You want some bread and cheese?
Bread and cheese is great. Any stew?
Sorry, fresh out.
Good. No worries then. Could heat up the bread and cheese a little bit for one of them. The little one there runs kind of cold. And...
I'll throw it on the stove.
All right. How much will that be?
Let's see. Rounds for everybody. Probably like 5 gold pieces.
Sounds perfect. Yeah. I'll put 5 gold pieces on. There you go.
Thank you. Be ready in a few minutes.
Is there a piano here?
A piano. Roll me a flat d20. No.
Okay.
There is a stage for performances, but there is no piano.
Is there anyone performing right now?
No. Nope.
Can you make a happy tune on a didgeridoo? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go up to the stage. Bring mine up here, Kelvin. Apple born. And I'm gonna try and... Everyone just needs to chill out and stop being so worried and stressed. So I'm gonna play a happy tune on my didgeridoo.
Okie doke.
Here we go.
Oh.
If anyone can do it, Drab can do it.
Yeah, this fucking
A
crazy.
32. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. So Drab just starts belting out this didgeridoo tune. And he I feel like there's a dance, too, that you do with the didgeridoo.
Yeah.
A didgeridoo dance, as it were?
A didgeridoo dance. I do the classic didgeridoo dance, which in modern times is probably that hip thrusting dance thing that
Can you
Gangnam
demonstrate?
Style did. No, not by sitting down. It's a full pelvic motion kind of. You really got to get the thrust into it.
Okay, so Drab hops up on the stage with his didgeridoo and starts thrusting his pelvis. And I feel like Belmore just starts laughing uncontrollably.
I just literally like face
Are
bomb.
you doing like epic sex guy with your didgeridoo?
Yeah, full on epic didgeridoo guy.
Yeah, and Oh, God. Yeah, so Belmore just starts laughing, and he says,
Come on, Ori, it's funny. Look at Drab, he's an idiot.
Yeah, he is.
Here, have a drink.
and he just kind of like pushes like half the pint to you. The half pint.
She just kind of, I stare into it, just looking at the bubbles.
And that's where we're going to take our next break, I think. We'll be right back, guys, as we hear more of Drab's wonderful didgeridoo. No, I'm just kidding. This didgeridoo is by a person by the name of Cave Dog. I had to have some didgeridoo set up, and I couldn't find it otherwise. We'll be back in 5 minutes. Stay tuned, everybody, for some more Turn Order the Seventh Eon. God help this poor group. We'll be right back.